estás? Welcome to the Keeping It Real podcast with Sulma, the swearing therapist. Hi, I'm Sulma Williams, a licensed clinical social worker who likes to keep it real and swears a lot. Today, I'd like to address the topic of being strong. Have you had those episodes in your life where like shit just keeps coming on and you just want a break and you're like, you know what? I'm fucking tired of being called strong. Oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're so strong. Please. I don't want to be called resilient ever again. Like, when the fuck will I get a break? So we go through life and it's like shit happens all the time to all of us, but sometimes we just want that little fucking break. Like, can I take a breath? I have my good friend who lost her sister, and then her best friend's mom died, which was like a mom to her, and then her mom died, all this within a fucking 6 months period. I don't know how much a person can fucking take, and yet she keeps going strong. And I'm like, oh my god, like I wish I could take some of this pain away from you, some of these experiences. Like, this is too much for one fucking person. So like it seems like society, it glorifies being strong and being resilient. Fuck that. Oh my god, you're so strong, you survived cancer. Fuck that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sorry, and I don't regret having cancer. But you know what? Like, I'm fucking tired. There are periods in my life when I was so tired of being strong and being called so resilient. Like, what fucking choice do I have? Yes, I can always give up. I mean, that's a choice that is available to all of us, but it's not in my personality to give up. So then it kind of like leaves me without a choice. Like, I had to keep going, and it's like, you know what? I want to for I don't know, 10 years in my life. I want to be called weak. Like, I don't know what that means because I never had the chance to do that. So it's like, if you are going through the period in your life where you feel so overwhelmed and you want the pain to stop, and I'll suggest that you ask for help, that you find community, that you find, like in my friend's case, like a therapy for grief will be appropriate, but also a grief, a group for grief, because there are other people out there who are suffering. And I found so much, we are bonding over the same experiences when we are doing group. It could be a therapy group, or it could be a group just, with no therapy, the therapist involved. It's just that I don't feel so alone, because right now I'm feeling like I'm the only one fucking going through this. But being in a group with other people going through the same shit will help me understand that I'm not the only one going through this. And yes, it is trauma bonding, but it makes it more bearable because, again, I'm not the only one. So let's stop glorifying being strong and resilient. We are tired, especially as the strong ones. We fucking tired. Like, just, you know what? I want to stop having to fucking figure it out how to continue to go on despite the pain, and pushing through. And although I encourage people to keep pushing through one day at a time, and if one day is too long, 1 hour at a time, and if 1 hour is too long, 15 minutes at a time, right? Because anything that we are going through, we can break it down in a smaller pieces, and then it's going to be a lot more verbal. So if I ask my friend, can you keep pushing through for the next 5 years with all this pain? It might be so overwhelming, but if I ask, can you push through for 15 minutes? It makes it more manageable. And then you rinse and repeat after the 15 minutes. Four of those make 1 hour, 24 of those makes 1 day, and seven of those make 1 week, and so on and so forth. But the point that I'm trying, so that's what we've been doing, all of us who have been through shit. It's like, you know what? Can I not have to push through the next 15 minutes? Like, can I just have a fucking break? So if you identify with what I'm saying, there are a lot of resources out there for to process this. And I will encourage you to go online and find the resources in your area. And it's not like it's so hard to um, be part of a group, because then you kind of like you you need to share and be vulnerable in front of strangers, but nobody is there to judge you. And like being able to hear other and if you're new to group, um just sit there and listen. You don't have to participate if you don't want to, but eventually uh what you have to share is so important to everyone else in the group. So you might not share the first time uh, that you participate in the group, and you just and you can say like, I'm just here to listen today, like I don't feel like sharing. But eventually um, being able to share your struggle and your pain, and having other people support, it is so important. And I will, as a group participant, I will benefit from your story. So don't believe that, oh, like, because this person is going through a lot more than I am going, like, it's what the fuck am I complaining about? No, we all go through shit. We all have our own struggles, and we all are having pain. So being able to share that and to keep it real. No pun intended, because that's the name of my podcast. But like, no, you know what? I don't have everything, like all the shit figured out, and it's okay to say that out loud, and that will open the door for you to receive the help and community that you need, because people see you as strong and they kind of like leave you alone, right? Like, oh well, so it is up to us also. We had to be accountable for to be able to verbalize how people can support us, right? Like, it's like, oh, you're so strong, I leave you alone. And if I need you to call me, or I need you to text me every morning and just ask me how I'm doing, it is up to me to verbalize and to be clear about what I need right now, right? Like, because you see me as strong, and you're like, oh no, she got to figure it out. She doesn't fucking need it, and I don't want to bother her. And but if I'm asking you, like, yeah, you know what, I am strong, and I'm gonna fucking go overcome this, like just like I overcame all the other fucking challenges in my life. But I would like for you to text me, or to email me, or to check on me, or whatever. Um, people, a lot of people want to help, but they don't know how to. So when we are going through a lot of shit, I think that it's important that we verbalize that. For example, when I got diagnosed with breast cancer, I didn't want to talk to anybody. Only a few, my family knew, and a few of my couple of friends knew, but I really didn't want to talk about it because I couldn't talk without crying. So I sent an email to everybody and explaining the situation, what I was going through, um, and I said on the email, like, I don't feel like talking, but if you would email me, I will appreciate that. And a lot of people responded and they emailed me, and then I read the email in my own time, and I fucking cry my tears, and I'm so glad that I asked for what I needed at that time. Because, like, I didn't even know what I needed, but in the immediate aftermath of getting the news, like, I didn't want to be fucking calling and crying and talking, like, but like letting you know what I'm going through, and reading your response in my own time, in my own, in the privacy of, like, I don't have to be fucking crying in front of you. That was so important and so healing for me. And the fact that I asked for an email means that I can go back now, 12 years, 13 years later, and still read those emails, and kind of like connect with that feeling of support that I had at that time. So, yes, we are strong, we are tired, and we need to let others know how to better be there for us. Um, if what you need is like me texting you at 10 o'clock every morning just to check on you, fucking ask for that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that? I'm not gonna, I probably will not think of texting you at 10 o'clock every morning. But if you ask me to, I make sure that I do it. So until you told me to stop texting you every fucking day at 10 o'clock, I will continue to do it. And if that's what you need right now, what the fuck is wrong with asking for that? So we need to be clear in our uh, what we ask of others, and then that doesn't mean that I'm gonna fucking do it simply because you ask. Like, I still have the choice to not participate, but if I want to be there for you, and you kind of like give me a clear way of that you're gonna feel supported, why not just share that with me? And a lot of times, like, we don't want to bother other people, and this is like, hey, no strings attached. Like, if you don't, if you cannot do this, that's fine, but if you want to support me, this is what I would like. So reflect on what is it that you need. What would you like? Don't allow other people to be, don't expect them to be mind readers. It's a lot easier that, oh my god, oh shit, yeah, I text you every morning at 10. I set up my fucking alarm and text you. That's nothing to me. Rather than me like racking my brain, like not wanted to like overstep boundaries or whatever. It's like, fuck, you are giving me um the roadmap to be able to support you. So let's start being more open and vulnerable about how others can be there for you. 'Cause you're going to be surprised. A lot of people are going to be like oblivious to your pain, but a lot of people really want to be there for you. And so let's allow them, and let's allow them to be, and also ask for what we want and we need right now. I hope you found this helpful. Please subscribe to the podcast. Follow me on Instagram at the Swearing Therapist. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.